thought it would?
Yeah, really, all three of my horses were positioned where I thought they would. They all had pretty clean breaks. The jockeys got them to where at least our plan A was. And then from there, it was just a matter of who was going to kick, and Italian seemed to kick the best today.
In Italian, it seems, she looks like she enjoys, good pace, not like a typical turf slow down pace, and just gets it done, right?
Yeah, she's really come around this year, and I want to thank Mr. Peter Brant for his patience with her. And she was on course to have a really good 3-year-old season last year. She got a pneumonia in the summertime. It was a really bad one, and want to thank the folks at Bruce Jackson and his farm in Fairhill. They rehabbed her for us and gave her plenty of time. And boy, when she got delivered to me late in the year last year down to Payson Park, she just never looked back. She blossomed and has had an outstanding year so far.
And Regal Glory, with a little more course, maybe gets there, or how do you look at that?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good race for Regal Glory. I think it was a perfect prep for her. She continues to show that she really likes Keeneland's turf course. Both horses are going to stay here for the Breeders' Cup. I'd say In Italian would go on to try the filly and mare turf at a Maryland 3/16. And Regal Glory will stay at that mile distance and face the boys.
Okay, so talk about the way An Italian finished up. Does that give you confidence stretching out with her? It really seemed like she lowered herself and went.
Yeah, and I had the benefit of seeing her at that 1.125 distance into Diana, which I certainly liked the way she was moving to the wire there as well. I do think a Maryland 3/16 is within her scope and her pedigree, and it might allow her to get even looser on the lead in a longer race, is my thinking.
It's kind of convenient that it's the same owner, because you're not like, when they're coming to the wire,
yeah,
because whoever's a better horse wins, you don't have to think about.
Those aren't fun, I can tell you that. So when it's a close finish and it's different owners. But, my approach has always been the same. When you see me with these multiple entries in a race, and I'm so lucky to even have these horses to work with, that my approach is always to let the horses settle it on the racetrack. I don't like hypotheticals, or this one could have beat that one, or what if. So my view is just to get the horses prepared as best as I can, get the best jockeys I can find for them, and let them settle it out on the racetrack. And I think today these three horses all had a fair shot to win.
In these filly and mare divisions, how is it maybe the same or different from other divisions where a lot of trainers are skipping these preps and maybe training up to the Breeders' Cup, and you choose this? What was your mindset here?
Well, these horses are all different stages. In Italian needed a prep because she hadn't run since the Diana. She kind of skipped in between, freshened her up a little bit for a Breeders' Cup run, and technical analysis is a little bit of a workman-like horse that seems to thrive on racing on a regular basis. And Regal Glory, a little bit of a freshening since Saratoga too. So I think it's important for this particular group of horses to have a recent race to the Breeders' Cup 4 to 5 weeks out.
So it's more important about the spacing of the races than it is to look at who's in the field in this case.
Yeah, I don't pay too much attention who I'm running against.
I was going to say, speaking of training up, a quick comment on how Jack Christopher and Search results went this morning.
Yeah, super. So you see they're at Keeneland, and I want to tell you the rest of my Breeders' Cup possibles will probably be coming in early next week.
Okay,
and
great.
I'll probably hear a lot more. So by all indications, the horses breeze really good, just what my assistant had to say, and some videos I saw, and I'll be here tomorrow to check them out. So first spin over the track, good.